It's time to feel the rage. Join us on Film Rage, where we talk movies, current releases, coming attractions, streaming, and classic films as well. Directors and actors, beware as you cannot hide from the rage. My name is Bryce, and I'm part of the Film Rage crew, which also includes Jim.
Hey.
And Murray.
Yo.
Why is it you always talk all the time? I can't understand why
this
your voice is so...
This is the Merman, the voice of reason. These two can't agree on anything most of the time. Some movies are mondo, some are just soft. Every week something is going to make us rage. Join us every Wednesday and
feel the rage.
Please be advised deals with some heavy topics and subjects, such as mental health, suicide, sexual assault, and more. Please listen at your own discretion and please seek professional help if you are struggling. Thank you and enjoy the episode. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Nuggiez. I'm sorry this is being released a bit later than usual. Full transparency, I forgot I needed to record. So, recording every 2 weeks. I just got my dates mixed up. I thought I was ahead when I wasn't. It's a whole thing. You don't need to worry about it. I just want it to be transparent. This week I wanted to talk about asking for help. Mainly because it's definitely one of the biggest things that I struggle with personally. And I know it affects most people when it comes to asking for help. It becomes a point, or it already is a point in time, when asking for help makes you feel insignificant. It makes you feel like, why can't I do this? Why do I need the help? You know, why do I have to rely on others to help me when I should be able to do it myself? And there is a huge stigma around that, because a lot of people will say to you, you know, it's okay, you should be able to ask for help. You can always ask for help. But I'm telling you now, not a lot of people believe it. Whether it's them being harsh and critical of themselves, or people being critical of others. There's definitely a big stigma around asking for help and what that means and what that entails. For me personally, I always felt like a failure when asking for help, and a lot of that stemmed from my childhood. You know, the never-ending list of things I got from living with my mum. But to her, the only time I ever saw her ask for help wasn't when she really needed help. And what I mean by that is, my mum liked to play the single mum card. So, you know, what she'd do is she'd be like, woe is me, I'm a single mum with 2 girls. That automatically means I'm struggling. I get nothing from, quote unquote, my dropkick ex, which is a whole other situation. Where's my knight in shining armor? Come help me. And growing up watching and hearing that, I knew she didn't need the help. She used people and took advantage of people. And for me, I always associated asking for help with taking advantage of people. So as I got older, and there might be times, something as simple as I need help with my homework, or I need help at school, I would take that as, well, if I ask for help, does that mean I'm cheating? Does that mean I'm getting the answers from someone else, therefore it's their answers, so I've stolen them? And it becomes this whole rabbit hole of really dark thinking. Because something as simple as, hi, can I have help for this, turns into, hi, can I have help with this? Well, actually, if I'm taking your answers, does that mean I'm stealing? If I'm stealing, does that mean I'm a bad person? Am I now using you? Am I now becoming my mother? Is this what this means? If I'm becoming her, does that mean I'm as bad as her? Does that mean I'm a horrible person? Will you hate me if I ask for help? And like, it becomes this huge snowball effect where everything just piles on and on and on And it really shouldn't. We should be able to ask for help and actually need the help without any questions, without any stigma around it. And that, that plays a lot when it comes into your mental health. I know for me personally, and some other people I've spoken to as well, feel the same way, that when you ask for help or you go to someone and say, I need help, I'm struggling, I don't know what to do, you feel like you failed as a person. You feel like you failed as a human. If all these other people are able to live their life from the outside seemingly very well, why can't I? What is wrong with me? Is the biggest question I know I ask myself. And a lot of that stems from me feeling like I need help, but then I feel so trapped and don't want to ask for the help because I feel like it's just going to backfire. And the ironic thing is I won't ask for help, but I encourage others to ask me for help because I'm always happy to help them out. And the problem with that is I've been walked all over. Whether it's being used by ex-boyfriends or, finding out that friends are actually fake because they just wanted something from me. And it all stems down from, well, I'm always here for you, I'm always here for you. There's nothing to worry about. And what I'm finding at the moment is I had not too long ago a scenario where myself said to someone else, look, I'm having a bit of a mental struggle at the moment. This is happening. We're supposed to meet up. Can we, hold off on it for a while and we'll figure out something later? And they're like, yeah, that's fine. I'm also having some mental struggles. And I always feel like I'm the one to say first to people, even after I've said that I'm struggling myself, I am here if you want to vent. I can help. I will try to help. Even if it's just a shoulder to cry on, I'm here for you. And that's opened up so many doors for people to come to me. And I love that so much. I love being the person people come to. But the problem is that when I need someone to go to, they're not there. And because this has happened so many times, I then go back to, should I even bother asking for help? Maybe people don't want to help me. Maybe they don't want to hear my issues. And honestly, that's kind of sad. The thing is, asking for help is not a bad thing. We as humans aren't perfect. We struggle a lot day to day, whether it's mental health related or not. And asking for help is just a part of life. It's how we learn, it's how we grow. But yet so many of us feel so many of us feel insignificant when we do ask, that we stop, that we don't, we avoid it. Why is it that it's so hard for us to ask for some help? It's just a few little words. I need help. Please help me. And it's kind of sad because it's in every aspect of life we are like that. Take examples, a dark example, but it's a conversation I had with someone not too long ago, was the circumstances and scenarios when it comes to someone being raped or sexually abused. They said, I don't understand why a lot of the girls don't just go to the police. If this has happened to you, then you need help, then you should be asking for help. And I said to them, well, that's the thing. A lot of the time when we ask for help, we're shut down or we're viewed a different way. And they didn't understand that. And the thing is, I can't talk on behalf of men. or males, I don't know how you feel, but I know on behalf of myself and a lot of other females I've spoken to, asking for help then turns into us being questioned. Why do you need the help? What happened? Once again, with this example of being raped, you get the girl that's sexually abused, goes to the police department. Let's say the girl's had a couple of drinks. Then that turns into, how much have you had to drink? Were you drunk? Why are you coming to me now? Why didn't you come to me yesterday? Why should we believe you? Look at the clothes you're wearing. Something as simple as going to an authority and saying, hi, this happened to me, I need help, turns into another line of questioning. And this happens so often in so many different aspects of life for everyone. We're questioned when we ask for help, and that shouldn't be the case. We're either looked down upon or we're questioned. And then the 1 or 2 times when we're not, we believe we are and then stop asking anyway. Our minds work in such mysterious ways, and it's really sad that we live like this. And I know this affects everyone. There is such a stigma around asking for help, and it's just really horrible that we can't all be there for one another. And then when we are, even the people that, choose to help other people. Like, take a homeless person on the street. You get someone, 1 out of however many people will stop and actually give that, homeless person some money. And that should be, yay, good deed, But instead it's, why are you giving them that money? You don't know why they're there. What if they just gambled it all away? What if, this, that, and the other? And it's like, well, why does it matter? Here's this person who's another human being struggling on the street, and we're questioning why we're helping them. That $10 could be the only meal that they get for the entire week. There are some horrible people in this world, don't get me wrong, and not everyone deserves help. I wholeheartedly believe that. But that doesn't mean that others should go without. And going back to how I felt growing up, watching the only times an adult in my life asked for help was when they were lying and bullshitting. The amount of men my mum would go through just to get money out of them. Just to say, hey, I'm a struggling mother, I need help. And then they'd jump and they'd put on their fucking armor and be that white knight in disguise. And once in a blue moon, there was actually a really nice guy that just got used, and I felt bad watching it. But it's just, how am I supposed to go through life being able to ask for help if every time I saw my supposed role model at the time, my own mother, be the only way she asked for help was through lying? Was using people, abusing people, getting stuff out of people. And now, me at 30, I struggle so hard to say, hey, I need help. Because I want to be able to do it myself. I don't want to rely on others. I don't want people to think I'm using them. Asking for help is not a bad thing. Asking for help can literally mean the difference between life and death. I should have asked for help many years ago when I was struggling with my mental health at its worst. The times that I've wanted to end myself because I didn't reach out and ask for help. I didn't reach out to others to see if they could even suggest something to help me. And I'm aware a lot of the time when you're in that scenario and you're in that mindset, you feel like no one can help you, but the truth is they can. But we need to accept it. And we need to understand and accept that we are not failures for asking for help. We are human. We make mistakes. We're not perfect. Everyone needs help. Everyone includes myself. And I know you're probably sitting there going, well, I bet you feel like this still, and which I just said that I do. Who am I to tell you guys how to feel or what to act or what to do? You know, week after week after week, I come on here and I record for you guys and I give some little bit of advice. But I'm no psychologist or therapist or doctor in any means. And I'm not saying you have to live by my advice. But for the one person out there, or possibly a couple people out there who do listen, and you get something out of this, this is for you. This is to show that it's not a bad thing to ask for help. This is to show you're not alone. This is to show that reaching out to someone can make all the difference. And it's those people that I'm talking to. And it's those people I will always talk to. Absolutely anyone who wants to listen, I will talk to. Do I have some degree behind me? No, I don't. But I have life experience. And you may think, 30, you're so young. What experience do you have? Well, if you're asking that, you haven't listened to my other episode. So go back and listen. But in all seriousness, I come on here every fortnight, every 2 weeks, to share a little bit of my life and what I go through. So hopefully someone out there who is going through the same thing, which I don't wish upon anyone, listens and gets the help they need. Or a switch goes off, or a light bulb moment. Absolutely anything. Because sometimes you just need to hear it from a stranger. And let's face it, I'm as strange as they get. But the main thing I want you guys to take away from this is you're not alone. We all feel like this at times. We all feel insignificant. We feel like failures. It happens. And it sucks. It really fucking sucks. And it can absolutely spiral into something else. But before you make that next leap, before you make that next thought, just remember, if you're going through it, then it's likely someone else out there is or has gone through it. Which means we've just got each other to lean on. We're not alone. It may feel like it sometimes, but we're not. We just need to find the right people to surround ourselves with and the right people to reach out to. Which is why it's never a bad thing to ask for help. You never know who's around that corner. You never know, your whole life could change in the blink of an eye. All because you asked for help. That one day, that one time, that 1 minute, for the first time in however long, or the first time in your life, you sat down and you go, you know what? I'm really struggling. I'm really struggling. I need help. I can't do this alone anymore. And that's all it takes. So with that being said, I'm going to end the episode here. Thank you so much for listening, as per usual. Please check out my other podcasts. I now have 3, including this one, because I'm psychotic. So I've got this one. I've got Film Spark, which is the Film Spark podcast, which is film reviews. And I've got the Shooters and Hooters podcast, which is a hockey podcast all about the NHL, my first year of following the league, and lots of fun stuff on that. So find us, follow us, give us a shout out. Thank you guys so much for listening, and you'll hear from me in another 2 weeks. Bye! Hi, like what you heard? Need a bit more Nuggiez in your life? Then come follow us on all our socials. That's at SSNUGGIEZ Pod on all socials. Linktree is linktr.ee/SS Nuggiez Pod as well. Come listen to us on all platforms, Spotify, Apple, Good Pods and more. Come on over, we always need an extra hug. Listener discretion is advised. This is not for the faint of heart. We deal with all topics, so just be aware. But come on over. You're always welcome.